Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's webinar. On tonight's webinar, we will be discussing the SMS notifications that we get on the system, as well as to how they work, and also on how to interpret them. So if you can see my screen right now, I am going to log on to my Sharetrackin in Compass using my email address and also my password. Okay, now I'm just giving it a chance to open up there. Okay, so while it's busy loading, there's a few different SMSs that we do get. The first one that everyone should know is that Stockpix SMSs that we get at least once a week. So this SMS is basically just a SMS we receive to tell us that these are possible shares to look at. Now, if I go to my last Stockpix SMS that I received, I'm just quickly searching for my last Stockpix SMS that went out on Friday. It reads as follows. So it says Stockpix 2021-0507, and then I have AMS, and then in brackets it says R 1,860 Rand and 23 cents. So the AMS is the share code. The 1,860 Rand and 23 cents was Friday's closing price. So if I do go and open up my charting, so I click on search on top there, I say AMS, and I open it up there. Just quickly waiting for it to open up, and I click on my chart IQ. Okay, while this is busy, then I would see that this was Thursday's closing price. The next one there is Discovery, Exaru, FSR, MTH, RBP, and SPP. So there's AMS, and there was Thursday. Okay, and then if I look there, like I said, it was Thursday's closing price. That's why we received the mail on Friday. The next one, if I do quickly insert my stuff here, my moving average, my RSI, I would note that this shows me that currently it could be a possible buy share. Okay, that was the reason I received the share. So I can see it's fairly low, but also if you note, I can see that this share is in a bearish trend. In other words, it's busy going down. So currently I will not look at buying this share. I would wait for it to go back up again. If I then change the code on top there, let's say to DSY, I would note that on Friday it was there, okay, and it worked on that date. So I can see that yes, the share was relatively high at that stage, but it did indicate that the share could be a share to look at. If I do look at my stochastic going up, my RSI, but the only thing that would bother me at this stage would be my moving average that's a bit sideways. Okay, let's use a last one here. I'm going to use RBP. It's Royal Bafokeng. RBP. If I do look at the share, it has a nice upward trend, but ever since the 11th of March, the share has been quite sideways. It is showing a buy like it did there on Friday, but again, I will not buy into the share until it breaks its sideways movement going upwards. Okay, so this is the first SMS that we do receive. And the next SMS that I receive is if I go to my investment dashboard on my long-term investments, I can set up a SMS notification. So in other words, I'm going to use a share now here. If I click there on action and I click on set stop loss, I can set up a target value, a stop loss, and a growth stop loss. So this was explained in the previous training session. Then let's say I bought this share at 72 Rand and 83 cents. That is what one share cost me, including brokerage. So my target value is if this share grows 10% positive by 72 Rand 83 cents, then I would receive an SMS telling me that I have reached my target value. From there on, I can then decide whether I want to keep the share or whether I want to sell the share. Now, like you can see here, I decided to keep the share and currently standing on 267.27% growth. The stop loss is from my cost price. If the share drops by, let's say, 5%, it will then notify me that I have reached my stop loss. And then I can decide to climb out, or if I do see that it's going to go up soon and my analysis is correct, then I can keep the share if I want to. But it is advisable that if you do reach your stop loss, to rather climb out. The last one you get there is your growth stop loss. So let's say I put my growth stop loss on 5%, for example now. It means that if the share suddenly drops with its current price by 5%, then I would be notified that, okay, I have reached my growth stop loss. So this is your first indication that this share is busy going down. Maybe you should look at selling your share. Okay. So that is the second SMS that you will receive. Another SMS that will be coming through is a winning shares list SMS. So this is a message that you receive every time the guru adds share to her winning shares list. So I just picked one here now. It says winning shares list 2021 /04 /16. And then it says DCP 2286 and SAP 50 Rand and 2 cents. And it ends off in saying Sharetrackin. So if I then go to my analysis and I go to my winning shares list, I would note that there's BHP and then the 2286 was the previous day's closing price. And on SAPI, it was 50 Rand 02. It was the previous day's closing price. In other words, the 15th. Again, if I do go to my graphs, I can show that to you. Let's use SAPI, SAP. And now just wait for the graphs to open up there. Okay, there was 15th there. And again, as you can see, the closing price there was 50 Rand and 2 cents. So it gives you an indication of more or less the price margin you're looking at, as well as where we got the share. So the winning shares list is a list the guru compiles telling us that this share has long-term good growth. Like I see, since she added this scheme on the 9th of April, it has grown by 9.88%. Okay. The next is that we do receive quite often if we are subscribed to it, is this golden goose function we have here. So later on, we will discuss the golden goose in a bit more detail, and also you how to register for the golden goose and exactly how it works. But the golden goose sends me out a few signals. Okay? The first one that it does send out is as soon as I subscribe to my golden goose, immediately it creates a golden goose account on your investment dashboard. From your investment dashboard, you can then buy shares and put them in your golden goose account. Now, I have recovery in my golden goose account. So immediately it notifies me, telling me that Golden Goose Alert 2021 /05/10. Your DSY trade is currently in a bearish refer to the charts for more info. So this means that my discovery trade, the share is busy going down. So I must go and look at my charting and then make a decision based on what I see on my graphs. Okay. The next one that I do get here will be a golden goose alert. The following shares breached